and welcome back to Common Creatures, the TTRPG podcast. I am your keeper, Rob, and with me today I have the other common creatures. I got Joe.
Hey, y'all.
I got Ethan.
Whoa.
Way to kill it, big dog. We got Zach.
Hello.
We have Joseph.
Hey, y'all.
And last but not least, we have Miss Michelina.
What up?
Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. We told them they need to make sure to pick something really great because this will follow them around for as long as we keep doing this podcast. So, guys, we're here. It's session 1. We got session 0. It's out of here. It's done. Characters made. You can see them at the top of our screen. How are we feeling? Scale of 1 to 10. Let's go around the horn. We're going to start with Joseph. Joseph, how are you feeling? 1 to 10.
I'm feeling like an awesome 9 because I'm a little nervous. So there's room for the 1 there.
Don't be nervous. It's okay. We're fine. We're just people playing some games. Zachary, how about you? How are you feeling?
I am very excited. I loved Call of Cthulhu when we did it last time. So I'm just excited to see where this finally goes now that we get like a nice long meaty campaign.
Yeah, I think that was like our big thing after because Zach will usually text me as soon as he gets home. He lives like 3 minutes away. And he's like, hey, how'd you feel? And 90% of the time, I'm like, yeah, I feel good. But I think like after that one, I was like, man, I just want to play more. So I'm glad that we finally have the opportunity to do that. Isn't that right, Ethan, who was also in that episode?
Yeah.
It
was in that episode. I don't even remember who I played. But yeah, that was I'm just excited to hang out with my friends. And I love doing that with you guys and telling stories.
So if you had to put a number on hanging out with your friends between 1 to 10, and remember, we are all here and we will judge you off of this number. What number would you give that?
Please rate each friend individually.
It's almost invaluable. That's why I have to rate it a 6.
Cop out.
Cop out answer. Okay, we're gonna go over to Miss Michelina. How about you?
I would definitely have to rank it a 10. I've kind of always wanted to do Call of Cthulhu, and it's been a while since we've played D&D in any form together, and so I'm really excited to A, get to play with y'all, my friends, and B, do a campaign I've wanted to do for a while.
Yes, and one that's widely talked about being one of the best ones ever written. So if it's bad, it's my fault. We're going to go last but not least to my wife, Joe.
I would say like an 8. I think I'm really nervous for this time around just because I get really nervous with new systems. And also don't know who Cthulhu is. Never. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Who is she?
Who is Cthulhu?
She doesn't even
Cthulhu
go here.
Is an
Why
elder
is
god.
Cthulhu?
Why is
What is
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu?
Yeah.
I stole your
Why
joke, Joseph.
Damn it.
is
Is this high school all
Cthulhu?
over again?
Yeah, I know. It's when Joseph says a really funny joke, but he says it really quiet, and then I'm like, I say the joke just slightly a bit louder, and everyone's like, ha, 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 ha. So I get to be the funny one.
Robert, funny man.
Wait, I'm gonna go grab something so quick, but it's pertinent to this.
Heard that.
It'll take 10
Oh.
seconds.
I can't wait for Michelina to come
Hi.
back, and she's just wearing like a cult robe, and she's just like,
Oh my god, our car's starting.
Disciple of Cthulhu.
But yeah, so while she's grabbing that, we've made our characters. How are we feeling about the characters overall? I was able to kind of talk to y'all guys and each, developing each of y'all guys' characters with you all, putting the points to wherever you go. With seeing that, and we've had a little bit of a slight discussion, and we keep throwing this around, right? Who's going to be the first one to go out? Who's the first character? I was reading someone's review of this overall, right? And they said that they went through 21 PCs. So that was crazy.
I don't know if I can do that.
21?
21. So how are we feeling? Let's start with Joseph. Joseph, do you feel confident that Mr. Archibald McAllister is going to make it pretty decently far?
At first I thought I rolled really well, and then in session 0, when you're like, "Ooh, that's rough," I was like, "Oh, damn, I'm gonna die." We can curse, right? I assume we can curse.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Shit.
We
We don't live on YouTube's rules.
Yeah.
But yes, I thought I was gonna do well. So we'll see how this goes.
All right. Joe, How you feeling? How's Iris Doll feeling for you?
Honestly, coming into this, I just kind of wanted to play it a little bit more fun and less intense than I do play Pathfinder. So not gonna lie, think she's gonna be one of the first ones out. I made this character to be so like princessy that I just know she's gonna get wrecked.
Rob rolls amazing against Joe.
I do. It's unfortunate.
He wants to kill her.
The one constant
does.
of life is just Rob really rolling well to kill his wife. But speaking of someone that is playing a character that is kind of fun, Mr. Tripwire, Ethan Trejo. How are you feeling about Tripwire's
Oh my
possible
gosh.
demise?
I don't want to die because I am
You're gonna
really invested in this character. I put so much thought into the name Tripwire, clearly. No, it's
The
I'm
second
very
P is
excited.
silent.
Yeah, second piece silent.
Trippa.
But I want to play it, as a happy medium between Austin Powers and James Bond.
Yeah,
Ooh.
baby.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, baby.
Interesting.
I love that.
That's crazy.
Another new person to our show, Michelina. How are you feeling about Theodora Gray?
I also would be sad to see her go. I feel like with the backstory I gave her, she's been through a lot, and so she must survive, which I know is kind of impossible. So that'll be sad. I feel like she's pretty well ready for what lies ahead, I hope. Also, I would just like to say I stepped away to grab one of Cthulhu's relatives, this Chingu right here. And I
Oh,
thought
that's
it would be
nice.
cute to bring him on.
A little bit of good luck for you, hopefully.
He
A
separates too, which is really
Oh.
fun into
That's
like
so
3
cool.
pieces.
What is
Oh, the
that?
ASMR.
Is that a dog toy?
No, it's just like a
toy.
stuffy.
Oh, okay. And last but not least, Mr. Zachary playing Harmon Bessler. How you feeling? I was looking over your character sheet right before this started, and I was like, this guy's kind of goated. I don't know.
What?
I
That
do-
making a great character?
I do try to min max as much as I humanly can. But,
What? This is new to me.
yeah. I don't know. I think since we're very early in that campaign, I'm not really as invested in them yet as I am, say, Seraphim in our other campaign. Like, I'd be distraught if he died. But since we haven't really started yet, it's like, this guy's cool. But, like, if he dies, ChatGPT got me. I got 20 more characters I can make.
Chat, roll me a good Call of Duty character. And we'll be right back. Hey, common creatures, what's up? It's me, GM Rob, here to say thank you very much for listening to our show. If you want a little bit more of us, make sure to follow us on TikTok and on Instagram. Our social medias are going to be down below. There, you're going to see some behind-the-scenes looks, some highlights, and just some good skits sometimes. Every once in a while, Maddie gets us to do some really funny skits. If you're watching or listening on YouTube, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you're listening on your podcast app of choice, please leave us a review. If you like us, give us 5 stars. We really appreciate that. All of these things help us out a lot, and we'd really, really appreciate it. We'll even possibly shout you out on the next podcast. Lastly, don't forget to join our Discord to talk to other common creatures and members of the cast. Now, back to our show. And we're back. Guys, it is now time to jump into our very first session here for Masks of Nyarlathotep. And we're going to begin how I usually like to begin stories. In darkness. A black screen. We fade up from black into a dark, musty hallway. A singular light bulb flickers on and off rapidly. And at the very end of the hall, a door stands out. Camera slowly moves towards it, revealing the numbers 410. We see a hand reach up and knock 3 times on the door. No answer. The hand reaches down towards the doorknob, turns it, and the door opens up, revealing an apartment. In the center of the apartment, there is a singular armchair that is being faced away from the camera. And as we continue to push closer in, we see a singular hand leaning over the arm of the armchair. We see what looks like a drop of blood slide off the index finger of the hand and onto the floor into an already coalescing pool of blood. We start to slowly zoom in, slowly and slowly, onto that hand. And we see another drop of blood. Another drop of blood. As each drop of blood hits this pool, ripples go across. And as each drop goes, we zoom closer and closer into this pool, until finally the pool dissolves into a scene that's a little bit different. We go in and we see a coastline. A title screen appears across the camera. We see Masks of Nyarlathotep. It fades away, and at the very bottom we see a little location title, Lima, Peru, 1921. We zoom in from the sky down into a large boat that has just docked at the docks of Lima, Peru. And the first person that we see coming down is a scrawny lad that seems to have a large sack holding a bunch of clothes and a bunch of different things. And right behind him, we see Archibald McAllister. So, Archibald, Joseph, tell me what your character looks like as he's slowly walking down the gangway of this large ship.
Yes, Archibald McAllister, a bookish lad with gold-rimmed spectacles, comes down and steps off the steamboat, not feeling the best after such quite a journey from the Americas, but is reinvigorated as soon as he touches land and is excited to see what Peru has in store for him.
As you say that, you take your first step onto Lima, Peru. You see the young man that's holding a big bag of your stuff. This is your secretary, Mr. Charles Wright. He looks at you. He's already drenched in sweat from just the top of the gangway down to the bottom. He's like, "Oh, Archie, do I still have to carry this? I'm getting really tired here."
Yes, Mr. Wright. As soon as we find the hotel, we can dispose of my belongings and then set up our establishment and make our plans for the dig.
I think I can find some help here. It'll give me a good chance to practice my Spanish. And he kind of like looks around and he sees a singular Peruvian worker next to like a buggy that has like in Spanish it looks like a taxi for the city. And he's like, "Perdón, uno momento. Yo soy Charles Wright. Necesito un." And he looks back at you and he's like, "How do you say ride in Spanish?" "Oh, you're no help." And he looks back over to him. He's like, "Un ride to," and he pulls out what looks like a little piece of paper. And you see from your direction, it's a telegram, and it says, "Hotel España." And the Peruvian driver just looks at him, grabs the telegram, and is like, "Oh, okay." He kind of just nods, not really responding in Spanish. He just opens up the side, the two doors, one for each of y'all, and it opens up like the back for you to drop off their stuff. Charles walks over and drops the bag into there. The guy closes it, and Charles looks off into Lima and is like, "We made it. How are you feeling?"
Good. A new start, a new adventure, and escaping home for a bit. And I put a hand on his shoulder and just kind of rub it a little bit, but take my hand so that way it doesn't linger too long on his shoulder. And then
at your touch, he smiles a bit. He's like, "All right, time for another adventure." And he like runs over to like the other side door and closes the door behind him, leaving you only to just get into the car.
Well, all right. Secretaries usually open the car, but I'll get into the seat beside him.
Cool. And car door closes. You see the taxi man get into the driver's side of the taxi, closes the door, and the car speeds off. As the car speeds off, it reveals the gangway yet again. And we see a young woman slowly walking down the gangway. Behind her, there are two Peruvian dock workers carrying two very large wardrobes, each over their shoulders. Each of them are like huffing and puffing with each step. Joe, this is Iris Doll. Tell us a little bit about Iris Doll.
So, Iris Doll is a 22-year-old stay-at-home daughter. She has many hobbies. One is getting the best jewelry she can, but she also appreciates the history of these pieces of jewelry she has. She is supposed to be married, but she hasn't found a partner that can suit her two needs, which are they have to have a big bank account. She comes from rich parents. And an equally big heart. But yeah, she just hasn't found the one yet. The men in Georgia only appreciate her brain or her beauty, not her brains. And yeah, she's kind of just looking around, sees the dock workers lugging her stuff, and she kind of turns around and just says, "Need help there?" She's not gonna lift a finger, but at least she offered.
With your mention of that, one of them like smiles a bit and sees you like kind of turn around. And he mutters something in Spanish. That's basically like, spoiled little princess, but she's hot though. And she, Iris knows a bit of Spanish. So what does she do with hearing that?
She turns around, doesn't really know what they said, but kind of to scare them, she goes, "Yo hablo poquito español."
And you see them immediately like kind of like straighten up and they're like, and they kind of move over and wave down another taxi to come over. You see another taxi pull up slowly to the front of the gangway. And Iris, you pull out something from your pocket. It's a telegram. And it reads like this. Pull it up. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Here we go. So, Iris, if you would please read out what it says.
"Miss Doll, thank you for joining the expedition. Please join me in Lima. Have booked you room at Hotel España. Meet 12 August at 7 p.m. at Hotel Bar, Joran and Cash 202, Distrito de Lima."
You remember getting this telegram just a few weeks ago. This came in. This is one of your final things that came in before you left, giving you the information that you critically need to continue upon this expedition. As you continue to look at that in your hand, the taxi pulls up. You see the two men load up the carriage and opens up a door for you, kind of like half bowing as like an apology, and gives out their hand to help you into the car.
Yeah. I take the hand, get in the car, and then just say, "Thank you, dears," and give them each the equivalent of like a $10 bill.
You hand it out. They each get in. They're like, "Gracias, gracias," and they put them away.
De nada.
They close the door and they're like waving their hand to tell the taxi guy to get out there as soon as possible. The taxi peels out and the camera follows behind the taxi. You see just the back wheels until finally it gets to an intersection. At the intersection, the taxi turns left, but the camera goes right. It continues to go down this road and it veers down another road and then down an alleyway. Down the alleyway, we find a dilapidated staircase that goes into the shop of a local fence. We see a young boy run in and says, "Telegram from Mr. Bessler." And I will show you this telegram while Zach tell us about Harmon Bessler.
Harmon Bessler, bit of a scruffy old man. Been living in Peru ever since the Peruvian Civil War at the end of the 19th century. Left all of his family behind in the U.S. as a young man to pursue fortune and supporting some of his family back home. But he's grown very disillusioned with life after all he saw, and now just wants to make some money.
as you continue to finish that, the young boy reaches finally over to you, and he comes up and he hands you the telegram, which reads as follows. If it'll show up. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay. Final notice, Mr. Bessler. This is our third and final notice regarding outstanding payment for care of Josephine Bessler. Please send the remaining 370 sol to our financial department by the 30th of August, or we will begin the eviction process. Best wishes, Sanatorium National de something.
De Peru.
Peru.
Just for your kind of knowledge, the price that's up there, 370 sol, in that day is around $2,000.
That's a lot of dollars.
Then brought into the future, that's about $10,000 worth of money that is needed in the next couple of days. As you are there, what do you do with this knowledge?
Say to the little courier boy, well, thank you for that. You can go now.
You see the boy kind of like reach out his hand, like kind of like asking for a tip.
I ain't got nothing for you. I'm sorry.
He just continues to like look at you, pulls his hand back. It's like, fine, and then runs off back up the stairs. As you're there looking at this new notice that you received about this person's care, your head turns up and peers to the right a little bit, and you see yet another telegram that you had posted on the wall. This is very similar to the one that Iris had, except the only thing changed that it says Mr. Bessler. You look at that, you pull out a stopwatch, and you see that the time is coming very close for 7 o'clock at the hotel bar, the Hotel Spania. What would you like to do?
Well, I think I'm gonna look around the shop, be like, well, I don't think I'm getting any more business today. So I'm gonna go close up shop, lock the door, start making my way towards the hotel. Take a nice little stroll.
You begin to like walk out the door, and as you walk out the door, the camera follows your back and it goes straight up into your ceiling, where we see a hole in the ceiling. The camera pushes through that hole, and we get a rooftop view of Peru. Running across these rooftops, we see two men. We see one that's kind of in like Peruvian wear, and he has what looks like something he should not have. And it is a dark briefcase. And he is running with it with his chest and constantly looking back. The camera turns to the man that is chasing after them. Ethan, this is Tripwire. What does Tripwire look like, and how is he feeling in this moment?
Tripwire, he's not too young, not too old. He's kind of got one of those faces that you think you've seen before, but you can't quite put your finger on. But he does have kind of silver white hair. Not old, more looks like it was dyed. What is he? I apologize. What was your question? What is he like?
What is he thinking in this moment as he's chasing after this guy that has his stuff?
I'm like, probably, God, this would be so much easier if you slowed down. Slow down, please. Slow down.
As soon as you say that, the guy turns around and looks at you, trips, falls onto the floor, and splays out. You catch up to him, and there is your briefcase, and there is the man. What do you want to do?
I assume he's reaching for the briefcase as I catch up to him, so I stand on his hand, reaching for the briefcase, and then I pull out the Colt and aim it directly at his head.
Sorry. And you see that he's like trying to grab your ankle to like pull it off. Do you let go?
No, absolutely
not. What do you want to do in this situation?
Can I make a knowledge check to remember why I'm chasing this man?
He just stole your stuff.
Oh, he stole my stuff.
Stole your
Okay. How do you know me? How do you know me?
No entiendo. No entiendo.
Well, someone's got to die today.
You pop him in the head. The sound of the gunshot, you see like birds like fly all the way around. The man is splayed out with a single bullet in his head, and you grab your suitcase. You open it up, and you see a few things in there. You see your MI6 credentials. You see a similar, a similar telegram to everyone else that's been everyone has had, and then the last thing, you see a file marked MI6 Augustus Larkin. So it is a file information that you received about Augustus Larkin. Again, you also reach out and you see it's nearing 7 o'clock, and you need to get to this hotel to be able to meet this appointment. How do you get down from the building? What do you want to do?
Look around, try and see if there's any doors on any of the surrounding roofs, and then just kind of look back at the dead body and be like, "You didn't have to see me. You didn't have to see me." And just find the nearest door and head down as best I can without drawing too much attention.
Yeah, you find a rooftop door, and you're able to start going down the stairs. The camera kind of follows you down the stairs from the outside and then zooms away. You get a skyline view of the city. It soars across until finally it reaches a singular hotel. And standing right in front of the hotel, we see a woman from behind. And she's holding nervously a pen and a notebook in her hand. Michelina, tell us a little bit about Theodora Gray.
I have a drawing that I did of her.
Hell yeah. Oh,
This is her.
Oh my god.
She fugly. She's 25.
Yeah,
25
so
years.
yeah, no, I didn't roll well for attractiveness, but she is 37 years old. She is 5 feet 8 inches tall. She's fairly tall but lanky and skinny, with really like bushy eyebrows and mousy hair and sunken eyes. She has 3 very distinct moles on her face, if you cannot see. Slight unibrow forming. And she's a little nervous, as Rob said.
Nice. How does Theodora feel standing outside of the Hotel España, knowing that the next step she's going to take is going to be the first steps onto her adventure?
Theodora is nervous but excited. She's here mostly to research for a novel that she is working on, and she's like researched in the past for her previous works, but it's never taken her like out of the country. So she's excited but feels a bit out of her own realm.
Cool. Theodora opens up the doors to Hotel España and is immediately met with the smell of an old hotel. There is like dust. It smells like mothballs, kind of. But what she recognizes is that though the inside of this hotel is beautiful, there's like no one here. You see really one person at the bar. It's a black young man, maybe about like middle 30s. You see a bartender, and you see one person standing out what looks like 2 large wooden double doors with like vertical gold handles to go in and out. Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna go up to the concierge to check into my room. The fact that no one else is at this bar yet kind of freaks me out. So I'd rather kind of stake out my room and then maybe come down and like hover in the lobby and wait for others to show up before I join.
Cool. You go up to the concierge. You start going through the whole like you're like, okay, yes, I'm Theodora. Here to meet Augustus Larkin. Blah 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 blah. The concierge hands you a key, and as you start walking towards your room, you hear a voice from the bar going,
How could you tell?
Not many people speak English here, and with your accent, well, you ain't British. I'll tell you that much. And you see a smile come across his face, and it's the younger-looking black gentleman standing at the bar. It's like, "Are you here for the Larkin expedition?"
Yeah. Are you as well?
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Sorry. He stands up and he kind of like brushes himself off. He reaches out his hand. He goes, "It's nice to meet you, Miss
Theodora.
Theodora.
Gray.
Jesse Hughes. It's a pleasure to meet you. May I? Oh, I'm sorry. You're heading to a room. Do you want to head over to your? I can get you a drink over here if you like."
What's one drink?
Great. And he turns around to the bartender. He kind of waves a hand. Obviously not a busy place at the moment, but he's like trying to get the bartenders. He's like, "Una cerveza, por favor." And the bartender goes over, cracks open a bottle of beer and pours down for you. And you see the man go over, brush over a chair. He's like, "If you like, you can see right here."
Yeah, that'd be great. Are you gonna get a beverage as well?
Don't tempt me with a good time. Bartender, una cerveza more. And the bartender's like, goes over, cracks open another bottle, places it right there. He's like, "Wait, did I introduce myself?"
Jesse, right?
Yeah, sorry. My mind wanders a little bit sometimes. But it's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Theodora. What brings you to the expedition? Are you like seeking a knack for an adventure, or?
Not really looking for an adventure, just trying to get some research in yourself.
I'm actually a bit of research for myself as well. I'm actually a little bit of an author.
Really? What genre do you write?
Oh, mostly nonfiction. I write some stories about ancient tribes, and I heard a little bit about pyramids. So I was like, yeah, I'll come along with this.
Yeah, I'm actually an author as well. I do horror mostly, and I'm trying to get into ancient artifacts.
Horror? Wait, Theodora? Are you Theodora Gray?
Yes.
I love that little trilogy of yours. What is it called? The Locket trilogy?
The Locket Memoirs. I'm shocked that you've heard of it.
I'm a big fan of horror. A lot of my work goes towards that, but it's great hearing you. And as y'all guys continue to have this conversation, you hear a ding. The doors of Hotel España opens once more, and we see once again a tired, scrawny young man with a large sack over his shoulder, and Archibald and Charles walk in. Archibald, what would you like to do in the situation?
I think I'll ask Charles, like, go get the room settled, and I'll fetch us a drink.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll do that right now. Perdone me. And he goes over and, like, walks over to the concierge. You walk up to the bar, and what would you like to say?
Good evening, sir. Gin and tonic and scotch with ice cube, please.
The bartender kind of looks at you confused, and Jesse looks at you and he goes, "I got you, buddy." And he orders for you in Spanish, and the bartender's like, "Oh, okay." Starts making you the two drinks, and he puts them in front of you. And Jesse turns around towards you. He's like, "Cheers."
Yes, cheers. Thank you.
Charles, you see, he comes back over with his large sack, and he goes, "All right, we're in room number 3. Is the scotch for me, or is the gin and tonic for me?"
Scotch is for you, good man.
Oh, thank God. And then he like downs it in like one gulp. Once again, you hear a ding, ding, ding. And we see a man that is in not clothing that's similar to either one of y'all. A very practical man, and Harmon Vessler walks in as well.
Say hello. I think I'm supposed to be meeting someone here. I got a telegram.
At the hearing of a telegram, once again, Jesse's like, "Man, there's a lot of y'all coming into over here. Come over. You're for the Larkin guy, right?"
I believe so.
Yeah, come on. Wait, you Brit, are you here for the Larkin thing?
Yes, indeed. Nice to meet you. Archibald McAllister, archaeologist.
Jesse Hughes, pleasure. And you, sir, who are you? And he sends his hand out towards you, Harmon.
Say, I'm Harmon. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure. You know what? More cervezas, por favor, and starts like asking for more drinks to come on. And once again, we see a young lady walk in with two people coming with two large wardrobes behind. Iris, how do you deal with the situation?
I look at the two people behind me carrying my luggage again, and I just go, "Mi cuarto, por favor." And then I look over to the bar, and I'm like, "Well, I didn't know I was gonna have a welcome committee."
You see Jesse just like, oh, pretty young thing, aren't you? How do you feel about beer?
No, thank you.
What can I get you?
Care. Sorry, go ahead.
I said, what can I get you?
Water's fine. Gotta take care of this skin.
Nah, classy young lady. Una agua, por favor. And you see him pouring over. Last time, we see a strapping gentleman walk in, kind of dusting off the dirt on his jacket. Mr. Tripp Wire, how would you like to deal with this?
I don't think that I want anyone to know who I am, so I'm going to disguise my voice as in an American accent.
Go ahead and give me a disguise check, or either disguise or acting. I'll let you choose which one.
Okay, acting is better.
First roll.
First roll of the campaign.
22 under 65.
Cool. Yeah, you walk in and no one is able to recognize you. What kind of accent are you gonna do?
Just American.
Okay, standard American.
Yeah, I think
so. If you failed, you'd have to use an accent for the rest of this campaign.
Well, I am British, but I'm pretending to be American so as to throw off anyone who might know who I am.
So you walk in, immediately make the decision to disguise your voice. What would you like to do?
Just walk up to the bar right next to where everyone has seemingly gathered. Not necessarily a part of the group, just close enough to kind of listen in and order something from the bartender.
You go over there to like your own area, kind of quietly, and you see like the younger black gentleman that's there is kind of like he eyeballs you, and you kind of like showing that you don't want any interest in it. He's kind of like, all right, I'll leave you alone, whatever. But Jesse turns to the rest of y'all and he's like, well, if I didn't introduce myself to all of y'all, I'm Jesse Hughes. I'm also here, a little bit of an author. Be here on the Larkin expedition. Where each of y'all from?
Georgia.
Georgia. Nice. You, Miss Theodora?
Oh, I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh, Massachusetts. I love that. I'm actually from Connecticut myself. Don't know why I have a southern accent for it, but I do. You, Mr.
Well traveled.
Mr. Harmon.
From California.
California. Wow, you're all the way out here. And you, Mr. Britt.
Yes. Well, Newport by way of London.
Oh, well, nice. And you in the back, young man, sweaty young man in the back. And you see Charles is like, I'm from Kent. And you see just like, wow, a well-traveled bunch are we. Well, I'm excited to go on this adventure with y'all. Have y'all had any word from Mr. Larkin?
Other than the telegram, no.
Just these telegrams.
Interesting. Well, he looks at his watch. He's like, it's about time. It looks like we got a couple of minutes before. And he kind of looks over at you in the corner of Tripp. He's like, sir, will you be joining this expedition as well?
Expedition? Well, absolutely. I'm always down for a good time.
Well, all right. Can I interest you in a drink over here? It's on me. Well, really, it's on Augustus, but it's on me. I'm old.
How generous. Yeah, of course. Excuse me, bartender. Martini, stirred, not shaken.
And you see that Jesse is like, he recognizes yet again. He orders for you in Spanish, and he goes, you know, they don't really speak a lot of English over here. I speak a little bit of Spanish.
Right. My bad. I'm actually from Wyoming. You know, we don't get a lot of Spanish speakers out in Wyoming, but you know, It's great to be here. What are you guys gathered here for?
An expedition. Were you not listening?
Oh,
We're still
I
trying to figure
apologize.
that
It's
out.
very rude in my house to eavesdrop. I, you know,
He told you.
you did not tell me.
You
Oh,
say
expedition. You're going. What are you going searching for?
there's supposed to be some pyramids. I heard, right? That you all heard that there's some.
Pyramids.
Yeah,
Oh, like the great Egyptian ones.
Yeah, like that. Except they got some down here in Peru.
Oh, well, more you know.
And
How did
not
you-
also
and
another.
I think I'd like to be like, how did you find yourself in this bar, Mr. Tripp?
Yeah, Trip Wire. Yeah, family name, you know.
Okay.
This is a hotel bar, is it not? I'm
it is,
staying
yeah.
I'm staying at the hotel.
Oh,
I don't
Is
think
that a
that I don't.
question?
I'm sorry. Do you own the hotel? I apologize.
no, just not used to much English people in these parts.
Oh, okay. Where did you say you're from?
I'm from the U.S., but I've lived in Peru here for about 30 years now.
Ah, friend, and I'm gonna give him a hug.
I don't think I'm gonna take a hug. I think I'm gonna take a step back and be like, okay, nice to meet you.
It's all right, not a hugger.
As that awkward hug resolves, you hear a young man that was standing at the double doors walk up to you all, and he says, "Are you all here for Mr. Larkin?"
You sure are.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I am now.
Yeah, he's ready for you now. And he leads you all towards the double doors. He swings them open, and the doors are like heavy. He's really pushing against it until finally, like, you see a bunch of sunlight coming through the ceiling. It looks like it's just like a glass clear ceiling. The room is like spattered in like golds and emeralds and dark woods. And at the very center of this restaurant that's here in this hotel is a large circular table. It has like a large white sheet tablecloth on top of it, as well as some plates, some silverware, some napkins. The napkins are like done up in like a nice little origami shape. And at the table sit two people. You see the first one is a kind of older, like 45-ish year old gentleman who's wearing this like large, ill-fitting white suit. He's like drenched in sweat. But as soon as he sees the doors open and sees you all, he stands up and he like perks up a bit. He goes, "Oh, welcome. Come, please come in, friends. Please come." He's like usher you all in. The other gentleman is someone of like tanner skin. He has long, dark hair. It kind of looks like, if you know like Inigo Montoya from Princess Bride, he has that kind of like dark, longish hair. He also has like the Inigo Montoya beard and the little mustache as well. And he kind of sits there. His eyes are like super sunk in. He looks tired, like he hasn't slept in forever. But he does not stand up. He kind of just sits there. The older gentleman is like, "Please come." He goes and he sees you, Iris, and he pulls open the chair for you. Likewise for you, Theodora. He pulls open the chair for you all to sit down. And he's like, "It's very, very nice to see you all. Sorry, Augustus Larkin. It's a pleasure to meet you." And he kind of looks around at you all. And he's like, "If you please introduce yourselves, I haven't actually met any of you all other than through telegrams. So let's start with you, a young man over here with the fancy American accent." And he's over to you, Tripp.
Oh, I'm first. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Trip Wire. Just kind of getting, excited to find out more about what's going on here. I'm eager to learn. Yeah, I'm just kind of vacationing out here, and I'm excited to get everything going.
Well met. And you, sir? And he points towards you, Archibald. And you notice, Archie, as soon as you step up to the table, there's not a chair for Charles. So Charles is like kind of like and so he stands kind of like in the corner of the room, just like looking at you, and he's like, I guess this is where I'm gonna be.
You can put the bags in the room, Charlie. Augustus, nice to meet you. Archibald McAllister. Amazing find of this new pyramid. I've been on a few digs myself over in Egypt and some in the rainforest of the Amazon, but so excited to be on this with you.
As you introduce yourself, Charles leaves very sadly with a large sack, and he's like, "All right, we're in room number 3," so and keeps going, and then it gestures over to you, Harmon. It's like, and you, sir?
Yeah, I just like take the beer that I got from Jesse, the other guy.
Yeah, Jesse. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, thanks for the invitation. I just here to see what this expedition is all about. See what we could find.
Well met. And you, ma'am, with the pen in her hand, you over there, issuing towards you, Theodora.
Theodora, thanks for having me.
Of course. And last but not least, I'm assuming you are Miss Iris Dahl.
You would assume correctly. Thank you for having me. I'm hoping we'll have some pretty things to find later on.
Wonderful. Well met you all. Pardon. I often skip over him because he's been with us for so long. Mr. Jesse Hughes, I assume you've all met. And you see Jesse kind of like stands up a bit and nods. Like, pleasure. Last but not least, let me introduce the muscle of our team, so to be, Mr. Luis de Mendoza. And you see the guy with the long dark hair kind of like look up and give a curt nod. He goes, you are famished, are you not? It looks towards you all like,
Sure.
Yes, wouldn't turn down a bite of food.
Can't say no to that.
and you see Larkin's like, good, and he snaps. The doors to the kitchen burst open, and you see like kind of parade of all these different people come up, and they start dropping off food. It looks like paella and like wine, and a bunch of different drinks are being poured into each of your cups. And he's, of course, I'm very interested in why each of you have come here, but I suppose we might just cut right to the chase, shall we not? Talking about why we're all here.
Sure.
Well,
I love that.
My friends, the plan is simple. We travel from Lima to Puno, where we have heard a word from some locals that a lost pyramid that has been completely untapped has been found. We go in, we gather some of the artifacts, and Bob's your uncle. We're rich. I assume you may have some questions. In fact, I think you're mad if you didn't have any. So please ask away, and I will inform you to the best of my ability.
Why did you invite us? Why random people? Why?
He looks at you and he's like, well, to share the wealth, of course. Quite honestly, I can't do this all by myself. It's quite a bit of a journey, as well as I'm not sure what we're going to experience along the way. Luis is a very strong, capable man, of course, but it'd be nice to have some people of your renown to come help me. You remember that you first heard about this in a news article. Wherever you are in the world, it was put into a news article saying, like, adventurers come. So it doesn't necessarily sound like he was asking for specific people there.
Yeah.
We just like submitted an application and we got selected.
Correct.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Had I previously read anything in my MI6 file about this man that would bear me useful?
I would say that you would, yes. There wasn't much in this file overall. It was the best that MI6 could grab. Basically, they were able to piece together that he is the son of a railroad magnate that lived in South Africa. And their family made money by building railroads all the way through South Africa, but he decided to kind of go away from that and start his own thing. And he kind of started just traveling the world. That's really all you would be able to kind of get.
Okay, and there's no talk on why he's a person of interest by MI6?
No, this seems to be kind of more of like a personal project for you, that you saw this and you might have seen like that there were some potential to get either money for, MI6, or, get artifacts for the UK overall.
Okay.
Being an archaeology student, would I know any of his discoveries, or?
So I would say that he's not been like an archaeologist. He has definitely been kind of like a Tony Stark-ish, where he's just traveling the world, and this is the first time he's been interested in actually going into and trying to get stuff.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, Joe.
Does he know my parents?
I would say no. He does not know your parents.
So you said you got some information from some of the locals. What did you hear?
Well, this is the funny part. We were kind of perusing around in the wilderness when we came across an older gentleman, and he told me of this story that his grandfather found this lost pyramid many, many years ago. No one has ever been into it. In fact, some of the locals are a little bit afraid of it, if I'm being quite honest. But that's where we come in. We are the ones that would be pushing through where these locals do not have the courage to do so.
Why would they be afraid?
Oh, there's some legends and hauntings, of course, the usual suspects when it comes to these locals in these backwater worlds.
And what about your friend back there? He hasn't said anything?
At the mention of that, you see Luis kind of, his eyes peer up a bit, and he goes, "Hola."
Hola.
I like Luis.
Hola.
Like, how much are we getting compensated for this seemingly very dangerous expedition?
Well, my friend, that is the great news. Anything you can find is yours.
I like the sound of
Anything.
that.
Anything you find is yours.
Whoa. Bet your bottom dollar I'll be there.
That's great news.
I'm running a little low on funds in this vacation that I got going on. So, can't wait to explore with you guys.
He looks over at you, Archie, and he kind of sees a little bit of hesitancy on your face, especially with the news of saying, like, anything you can find, you can take. And he looks at you and he says, "You seem a little hesitant over there. Shall I show you what we're looking for?"
Do you have anything?
Well, yes. Yes, I do. And he goes over and he reaches out, and there are, he pulls out like two artifacts. One that kind of looks like a stone slab, and one that looks like a golden cup. And he puts them at the table. He says, "These are genuine articles from this pyramid. I purchased them from that one local himself. Go ahead and give me an archaeological roll, or an archaeology roll."
Oh boy.
Can I, at seeing him pull them out, give an appraise roll?
You can. Anyone that would like to give me an appraise roll can also do it.
I'll do archaeology first, and then I'd like to do an appraise.
I would say you pick one or the other, Joseph.
One or the other?
Yeah.
It don't matter. I failed both.
You failed both? Okay.
I got a 66, and my archaeology's a 61.
Oof. You can spend your luck.
Oh, and then
You can spend luck points. So you can spend
to
5 luck
reroll?
points. No, it'll basically hit that threshold.
Oh,
But just make sure to mark that, and that's your new total.
Okay, so starting and then current would be
Bless you.
I rolled a 27 under 43.
For appraise?
Yeah.
Okay. So those are 2 successes. Did anyone else roll?
48 under 50.
Cool. So we'll start with Iris and Harmon. You both, with an eye for all things money, you two look at these things, and you're able to tell that these items are like a real, genuine artifact. However, these things don't seem to be made of the same material. Like I said, one thing is gold, and another thing is made of wood. And it looks like these things, if related, should be made of the same thing. Then for Archie, with the successful archaeological one, where they see what it's made of, you can immediately pinpoint the history of these things, and that you can recognize that these things are from 2 different time periods. The first one looks to be of an artifact from Tiwanaku that dates back to the 5th century. And the second one is being from Incan design, probably from the 15th century. So completely super far away from each other. So he may or may not be telling the truth about these things.
Is there any writing on the slab?
It looks like they are just like painted on things, not necessarily hieroglyphics, but it looks like anything is on there is for aesthetic purposes, not for like language purposes.
I'm gonna be like, and you said you got these from the old man who told you the location of this secret pyramid?
I did, yes. Mr. Harmon, I did.
Okay.
The same pyramid, both of these.
Yes, of course. Why would he lie?
So I don't mean to insult you or call you a naysayer, but I have studied archaeology for quite some years, and I don't believe that these 2 artifacts are even from the same country, let alone the same century. It would be nigh impossible for them to be found within the same archaeological site.
At the mention of that, he grabs both of them and he's like looking at them, kind of peering. He's like, "Are you sure? Like these look very similar."
No, sir. Look, you could see the material used for each one and the craftsmanship. It's vastly different. I believe you may have been duped.
He looks at both of these things and goes, "Well, nevertheless, we know the pyramid exists, correct? They have been there. We have walked past it, so we know it's there. So who's to say there's not riches there?"
Who's to say?
Who's to say, indeed?
He makes some good points.
Were there any other questions you had for Augustus?
So, what's your plan if we do make off with treasure?
Well, you take what's yours, I take what's mine, and we go our separate ways. And, we are all wealthy men and women here, so we get to live our lives fat and full.
Is Jesse coming with us?
With mention of that, Jesse kind of looks over, acknowledging all the questions y'all are being asked, with a little smirk on his face. He's like, "You bet your ass, darling, I'll be there."
I love your Connecticut accent.
Thank you. It's a southern part of Connecticut.
Oh,
yeah.
that's good. I was trying to pinpoint it.
So I kind of want to just see if he's bullshitting us. Is that psychology?
That'll be psychology.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to just get his vibe and like get a read on him and see what's up. Like,
okay.
I'm gonna roll psychology as well.
Cool. Anyone that wants to roll psychology, give me a psychology roll.
You can't make me.
It's not worth it.
I'll kick you.
God,
31 under 50.
Amazing.
damn it! I'm getting rid of that one.
Justin, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 67 over 60.
You can spend 7 more luck points.
You want me to? We regain luck, right?
You get if you roll to get it back.
If we
yes,
survive.
Yes.
If we survive.
But you only get 1 d10 back if you get it.
Oh, no, I'll just fail. It's not worth it right now.
All right.
We're going on this expedition anyway.
Yeah. I think Archie's thinking, like, even if he's bullshitting me, an unknown pyramid that I can put my name on as, like, archaeological found by Archibald McAllister, even if there's no gold, I think that's still worthy enough. I just was trying to figure out his vibe.
Amazing.
Well, I'm
Theodora.
sold. Oh, sorry.
Theodora, you were able to make a success on that. While he's talking, and you're kind of with an author's eye for knowing characters, you're looking at him. He believes what he's saying, but there's definitely some myths, truths in what he's saying. he does believe everything. He does believe that it is the best idea to go onto this expedition. He may or may not believe that the cups come from that place, but he's wholeheartedly trying to convince you all to come with them on this expedition.
This feels very Jurassic Park. Okay. Yeah, I'm sold. When do we head out?
Well, we give us 2 days for the trucks to come here. They got to fill up and come over. We'll get into the trucks. We'll travel the few days, and then we'll make our way over there to the pyramids. How's that sound?
Sounds like
great to me.
Sounds great.
And adventure.
Great. And as he says that, you see like his face kind of contorts a little bit. He's just like, and you see him like grab out his handkerchief and he like starts pulling it all over his forehead. He's like really, really sweating a lot now. Like it is humid, but he is sweating way too much for humidity. And he says, well, apologies, my friends. Lima seems to not be agreeing with me at the moment. I believe I might have come down with something. We've been here for quite some time, so I think I need a bit of a lay down. But please do not let me ruin your fun. Stay, drink, of course, celebrate. All of my tap, of course. Do not worry. For in 2 days, we shall begin the expedition of a lifetime. Come, Luis, let's leave our friends to their devices and let us sleep. And you see Luis kind of gets up and helps Larkin up, and the two exit, leaving you all and Jesse together.
You've worked with this man before, Jesse, yeah?
Well, I wouldn't say worked. I would say I have been observing this man for quite some time. Why do you believe something?
He just seems a little nervous about the expedition and was trying to put a feeler out there. You seem to know him best.
Well, that does come with the amount of time I have been observing him. I haven't been in close proximity for quite some time. We've only really known each other for about the week that we've been here in Peru. But I have been an admirer of something of the occult, and I believe something of that is around this situation. I mean, why wouldn't some of these people want to go to that pyramid?
That's what I'm wondering.
So then how did you get on here, this expedition?
With you asking that question, he turns to look at the door and he kind of nods over to you, Harmon, to the door. You see that it is wide open. What would you like to do?
Gonna slowly walk up to the door. Gonna check, see in the, I assuming that's leading to like the front of the bar area where we went in. Gonna like take a peek around, make sure there's no prying eyes. I'm gonna slowly shut the door.
Yeah, you shut the door. Do you make your way back to the table? Or do you want to stay there?
I do. Am I within like earshot of them?
Yeah, you're definitely within earshot.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stay at the door just to listen, see if I hear any footsteps or anything.
With you closing the door, you see Jesse kind of tense up a little bit and like look at you all, and he goes, "Well, my friends, I believe this is where the lie ends. My name is not Jesse Hughes. My name is Jackson Elias. Now, Miss Theodora, I do want to say I did not lie to you. I am an author and I am here for research purposes, but I'm here to write my next book on the occult, on this new little cult that I've been hearing around here called the Kari Siri. Now, there have been some instances of queerness with these two individuals, the Mr. De Mendoza and Mr. Larkin, kind of around here at this moment. So I have been following them for quite some time. So this expedition really piqued my interest, and I really need to follow to make sure that these two people are not going to cause harm to the locals.
What kind of cult?
Well, there's something of a not a great cult. I mean, there's not really good cults, you know what I'm saying? But this one is more for death. And if anything that I hear about these Kari Seer from these locals, it's nothing good.
What have you noticed about them
Well,
that raises some red flags?
Well, the two have been, like I said, looking and talking to these locals, but some of these locals have been going missing. You know, these are people that I would get my information from. Now, Larkin is usually kind of to himself. As you can tell, he's a bit of a mess. He does go and get sick every once in a while. He goes retreat to his chambers. But Mr. De Mendoza, now he's the one that goes out and has conversations. Of course, you know, he speaks the Spanish, but he's the one that goes out there and no one hears from them afterwards. You know, there's even some really crazy theories about that Mendoza character. But you know, I don't believe
Theories?
this.
What kind of theories? I'm all for speculation.
Well, it's okay. Well, they believe that he is one of these Kari Siri. They are a kind of a vampire monster, but instead of blood, they suck. Believe this, they suck on the fat of their victim. So whether they live or not is not up to them. They're just kind of these mindless monsters. But obviously, we've seen Mr. De Mendoza here. He talks. He's not mindless.
Do you think that's why Mr. Larkin has
like,
his
how big is
health
Mr. Larkin?
issues?
Sorry, say that again, McLena?
Do you think this is why Mr. Larkin has health issues? Do you think he's the host of Mendoza, or is the cult affecting him?
Oh, no. I think if anything, he's probably got like some sort of flu or whatnot. I mean, you could always either ask him, or if we're trying to get risky with it, we can always try and break into his room. That's not by me. That is completely up to y'all. I'm not making any of the choices here. I'm just wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I have not had the bravery to do such a thing. But I believe it to be some sort of sickness that's taken over Mr. Larkin.
I'm noting all of this in my head. This will be in a telegram that I send later to my commanding officers.
This will be in my folder.
Yeah.
I am taking notes of everything.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that Mr. Larkin and Mr. Louise are fattening the locals up to eat their fat.
They take away their fat.
That's
the
fattening them
Kari
up
Siri. Yeah. So
to eat their fat.
The vampire, the Kari Siri, eats the fat, takes it away from the victim, and then does with it. I have no idea. Mr. De Mendoza is a very skinny individual, so I'm not really too worried about him overall.
How do you spell that?
Kari Siri? Yeah, it's spelled KHARISI.
Thank you.
And how much of a threat would that type of monster be to everyday people, everyday Americans like us?
Well, I wouldn't say about America. They're not there that I know about, but I'm sure you get a couple of these things over, around, they could do a pretty big deal, pretty nasty deal to these, to any of the people, any of their victims.
Interesting.
Now, something he did not tell you all is that I've been looking for his research. Fun fact, he has burned all of his research. So no one knows exactly where he found all of this information. However, I do have a contact here in Peru, Mr. Sanchez, Mr. Nemesio Sanchez, over there at the National University of San Marcos, might be able to give us a little bit of, what's what about this sort of situation. I just got here, like I said, so I don't know everything that has to deal with these Kari Siri. However, I believe that he would be an invaluable person to get information from.
I wouldn't mind seeing the university's library.
Would you say
how did you find about this this source?
For the Mr. Nemesio Sanchez? Well, when I come to any place, the first place I go is the place of knowledge. I need to make sure that I get my information as much as I can. So we have not per se met. We have actually just like telegrammed between each other and sent messages. So, but I do have an appointment scheduled for tomorrow. Whether you all are coming or not, I was going to go. Would you all like to come with me, or I don't want to impose.
Definitely.
I would love
Of
to learn.
course.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love being around people that know things.
Can I do a psychology on Tripp? So many things.
You can do a psychology against Tripp. It would be a psychology versus psychology roll. It would be an opposed roll.
Oh fuck. Okay, I don't have like anything invested in psychology.
While they're doing that, I'll ask Jackson. So what is it that you do?
Well, I'm a writer. I write. Yeah. I publish different novels. Well, not novels. I publish my nonfiction books to get the information out about the death cults around the world. What was the result for those over there?
Do you want to go first, Ethan?
No.
I
failed it.
I got a 10 and my psychology is 60.
60.
Oh,
so that
fantastic.
is what is 1/5 of
50?
60?
Oh god.
It should be on your extreme.
Oh, 30.
30. Oh yeah. So that's
sorry. 1/5 is 12.
12. So you had an extreme success. So you were able to just peer into the mind's eye of Tripwire. Tripp, tell him. Well, Archie, what are you looking for from Tripp?
I think he's just trying really hard to seem American, and it seems as if he's hiding something about himself. So I'm just trying to gaze as to what that might be.
And Tripp, you have to give him as much information as you can.
Like psychologically, or
like what I'm thinking at the time.
Telekinetic.
Like more like it seems like there's a front there. I'm trying to see what's behind them.
What would he see from the front that you're trying to give, basically?
I think he probably sees that this is a false persona. He's taking an unusual interest in what the information this expedition could potentially provide would be. I don't know if you on that kind of role would immediately know like that I'm a spy, but you might know that I'm definitely not
British?
American. Not American. You probably hear a couple twinges of my British accent come out in like my A's. And you clearly see that I'm more inquisitive about potential danger and things that would be beneficial to know beforehand, as opposed to everyone else.
While y'all are having that moment, Jackson looks at you and goes, "By the way, they don't know my name is Jackson Elias, so can we just keep that on the down? Just refer to me as Jesse Hughes if we're in the presence of the others. I would really appreciate that. If they hear my name is Jackson Elias, they might do a little bit more researching on me, and I really don't want that."
Yeah, I get that. Tripwire can keep a secret, and he will keep a secret.
He looks at you and he goes, "You're a funny little fella, ain't you?"
People say that about me all the time.
Well, we know what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to go to the museum. Was there anything else you all wanted to do tonight?
Drinks on me.
I like that idea. Anyone else?
I'll stay up for a little and then go to bed.
Cool.
I see Archibald like looking at me, and I'm just like
I think the look, I will just kind of, if I can, give it in a look, just kind of like, I know, but I'll just keep it to myself. Archie understands discretion.
Do we know if
note that for later?
Do we know if Larkin went back to his room?
He did say he was going to go to sleep. He was going to go to his room. So if you wanted to go to his room, you can. You don't know.
The artifacts he took with him?
He did take the artifacts with him.
I was debating breaking it in with my little bit of locksmith skills.
Well,
but
you don't know if he
he's in
went to
there,
his room or
then
not.
no.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but like if he said he did, I don't want to. I'm not that brash.
You can always go upstairs and knock.
No.
That's crazy.
What?
True. We don't know what room he's in either. This is a hotel.
There's a concierge desk.
It's like it's not
so
that
much you
large
can
of
do.
a hotel.
I already said we're getting drinks. Drinks, pretty lady.
Oh, so sweet.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, it's not that. You know what? You get a double.
I think
Miss Gray, right? Miss Gray. And before she says anything, I'm just walking over to the bar. You're getting a double shot from me. Double shot. We're taking 2 shots right now.
I don't really.
He did
drink
seem
like
quite
that.
sick. If he has malaria, gin and tonic is the remedy.
I'll have a gin and tonic, but double shot is a little much.
All right, cool. So we got 4 drinkers. Harmon, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like talk to Jesse, aka Jackson.
Mhm.
Be like, what time were we gonna meet at this university?
8:30 a.m.
Like, all right,
Yeah, right.
I'll
right
see you then. And then I was like, I have some business to attend to. Just gonna head out from the bar, walk back to my abode.
Harmon, you're not joining us.
We'll see enough of each other.
I'm sick of you already.
So Harmon,
Funny guy.
Go.
Funny guy, that Bessler.
Nothing else you guys want to do tonight, correct?
Oh, I feel like we should, but
I know. I'm wondering too. I might.
okay. While
Should we
they-
break into his room, guys?
I just want
I
to walk
think-
by
okay.
and see.
Okay, here's what I want to do. I think I'm going to fake getting drunk so that I'm going to fake getting drunk early so that I can try and break into Archibald's room.
And you're trying to convince the others that you're faking.
I'm trying to convince the others that I'm drunk.
Okay. So you go ahead and do a acting check versus
I am not
everyone's-
drinking.
You're not drinking.
I'm just there for camaraderie.
So Tripp, do an acting check. Iris, do a psychology check. And then Archie and Theodora, you all are drinking also. Do a psychology check, but with a penalty die because you're getting drunk. So that'll be, you'll roll the 100s die twice and you'll take the higher of the 2.
And I'm just making an act.
You're just making, both Iris and Tripp are doing flat.
What does this mean?
That is a 2.
I would
2
like
under
to
10.
say
2 under 10.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
we're doing tens or hundreds.
You
Yeah, it's
re-roll the
double-
hundreds. So the larger
Okay, well
number.
that's
What a
really upsetting because I rolled one of them's an 80 and the other is 0.
Okay, yeah. So you roll an 80 over. So you're drunk and you don't recognize it.
a 2 under 10 would be
It's an
a
extreme.
hard,
Oh, it's-
an extreme.
Yeah.
success.
extreme success.
So double zeros are just 0, right? Okay, so I got a 33.
33, and that's with your
My
penalty die.
Yep.
33.
because I got 30 and double zeros.
Okay. And what is your pathology, your psychology?
60. So half is 30. So just
So you got a
almost
hard
there.
success.
I got a hard success.
Cool.
So hard.
So Iris and Archie are able to clock immediately that you're.
Wait,
faking.
I didn't say that I.
Oh, what did you do?
I didn't say my acting roll.
What was your actual roll?
I rolled a 35 under 65.
Is that?
It's not half.
It's not half.
32.
So they pass. They still, because they both got higher successes than you. So they
Yeah.
immediately clock that you're fake. Like I would imagine that you're like pouring the glass like down your cheek, and you're just like they see a wet spot on your shoulder or something, and you're like pretending to like act super drunk, and they immediately clock it. Meanwhile, Theodora's over there like, woo! woo.
I wouldn't woo. I'm drunk and scribbling in my notebook incoherently.
She's scribbling. Woo.
Woo.
I am not feeling good, my friends. I might have had a little too many. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'll see you all in the morning.
All right.
All right, then. Tuck in.
Good
He
night.
was nice.
So Tripp leaves. Archie and Iris, what do y'all think?
I would like to. There's two things I want to do, but now I'm wondering what he's doing. I want to pass by the concierge desk to see if I could see what room Larkin is staying in. And then I also kind of want to follow Tripp. So if it's kind of on the same way, but I want to give it a beat so that way he doesn't know that I'm following him.
Cool. Yeah, so he opens up the doors like very brashly, pretending to be drunk. It continues to walk out. Archie, you give it a beat and you follow behind slowly.
Mm-hmm.
You see Tripp just wander off. He has no sort of information of where he's going. So I'm assuming he's just going to the rooms. Iris, what did you want to do?
Is the bartender a local?
The bartender is a local.
Can I ask him or her
Mm-hmm. Very inclusive.
Or
Yeah.
them.
or them?
Or them.
Can I ask them if they've seen anything weird going on in town lately? Anyone missing?
You speaking with them, and you see like I know you're asking in Spanish, correct?
Poquito.
Poquito. They like
Poquito
look at you and they start like kind of mumbling off like words in Spanish. They're like, not really. I don't really get out much from the hotel. I actually live here also, so I mean, I don't really go out to anywhere else. I know there's always murders and stuff like that happens around the city, but nothing that hasn't caught anyone's eye. It's usual murders.
And Larkin?
What about Larkin?
Is he weird?
Yeah, he's a sick guy.
Sick.
In the same
Can
way.
I turn to Iris? You don't look like an adventurer.
Sweetie, you're an author, right?
What? Yeah.
What?
Well, you should know to not judge a book by its cover.
I'm not really good at making friends.
That's okay, sweetie. Maybe just like a little bit of wax, a little bit of hair maintenance. We can make you some friends.
That's so sweet.
Come on, I'm gonna take you to your room and then you're gonna get a good night's beauty rest.
Oh, you're so kind.
We cut from that as watching them go over to Theodora's room, to Archie at the concierge desk. No one's there, Archie. So you go up there and you start kind of like pilfering through the knowledge, anything that's up there, and you see the names Larkin and De Mendoza in two rooms next to each other. Larkin is in room 9, De Mendoza is in room 10.
Okay. And then I'm 3.
Correct.
Me and Charlie are in 3. Okay. I think I'll take a long stroll. Maybe miscount the rooms and pass by 9 and 3 or 9 and 10. See if anything's happening there.
Yeah, you walk past the number 3 door, and you keep going further and further down the hallway, and you see the rooms 9 and 10. Looks like they're kind of a suite room. And what did you try? Are you gonna try and listen through the door, or are you gonna try and like knock, or are you gonna try? What do you like to do?
I'll try to listen. I'm not very good at it, but I think I would like to try.
Go ahead and give me a listen roll.
This is
What
That's
room
a
numbers
skill.
are? Yeah.
Theodora is room 6.
And me?
Gigi, room 7.
Okay. Hold
Okay.
on now.
So as I'm walking Theodora
I love you, Mickey.
to her room,
Uh-huh.
I drop her off. Here you go,
Good
sweetie. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Close the door.
Mwah.
and and then I look to my right and I see Archie slowly walking,
Mhm.
and I kind of sneak up behind him. and just go, what are we doing?
I have a 20 in listen, and I got a 20.
Nice. You listen, and you do hear something in there, but you hear what sounds like a deep, deep snarl of a snore. So it sounds like whoever is in there is heavily asleep. Potentially of not just falling asleep naturally, is what I'll say.
I rolled a 38 under 40 for listen.
Okay.
So just hearing the same thing that Archie heard, I just like whisper to him again, sounds like my daddy.
Excuse you?
Because of the snoring. Anyways, good night. And then I just go to my room.
Not of natural things. I'm not great at like. I don't think Archie would try to like sneak his way in there. I think he would just clock that, and yeah, I think we'll just leave it for tomorrow. Maybe see if there's anything like. There wouldn't be anything hidden outside his door. Yeah, I think we'll call it a night.
Cool. Archie, you dejectedly being like, that's not me. You walk back to room 3. You open up your door, and Charlie is there. Charles is there. He's like, well, how'd the night go?
Weird, an interesting group of people, but I think we'll find some compatriots here. And then I look around. Did we forget to ask for them to make up 2 beds?
Yes, you did.
Damn. Customs and whatnot. And I'll go make myself in bed
Customs
and invite Charlie to bed.
Charlie looks at you from kind of standing where he is, and he gets to the top of his button. He unbuttons it, and he goes, yes, damn those customs. And he continues to unbutton his shirt as he continues to walk over to you. He kisses you. And that is where we're going to end this episode of Masks of Nyarlathotep. And we'll see you next week.
And they were boys.